Good day, the grade 12s. Welcome to the geography class. Last week we were talking about agriculture, and it was an interesting thing that we came across during this term. So today we're gonna focus more on the types of commercial agriculture that we have under agriculture. So we're gonna have to start by knowing the types of commercial agriculture, which is the intensive and the extensive commercial agriculture. Firstly, on the intensive commercial agriculture, we have to know that this type of farming is the type of farming that it is more based on machinery. Like machineries are in place of labor, and this type of farming requires only a small area to take place, and this type of farming it rapidly produces the goods or the agricultural products. So secondly, we have our extensive commercial agriculture. This type of farming it is more based on human labor, and it requires a large area of land to take place. And if you can remember from last week's class, we talked about agriculture contributing towards the country's development. So in here, on the extensive commercial agriculture, we have to understand that here farmers they require a lot of human labor, whereby humans are the ones in place working to make sure that the production of the agricultural products is in productive, and it is more. So we will look at the advantages and the disadvantages of the two types of commercial agriculture. So we're gonna start with the advantages and the disadvantages of the intensive agriculture that is commercial. So because in the intensive more machinery is in place of labor. So if you can think about any advantage, it means that if the machinery is in place and it is more used to produce agricultural products, so it means food will be available in a short period of time because machineries are set to produce food automatically. So in machinery based production, it means more food will be produced in a short period of time. That makes food availability to the needs of the country. So that's another advantage for the intensive commercial agriculture. And we have to understand that if we address any disadvantage based on the commercial agriculture that is expensive, we have to think of if the machinery it is more based on labor, so it means there will be a loss of jobs whereby people will be more unemployed, mostly those that are working on the agricultural facilities or agricultural institutions like farms and stuff. So there will be increase in unemployment, because now machineries are in place, and in place of machinery means people be looking for jobs as the machineries will be now working. So on advantage based on the extensive commercial agriculture, we can think of an advantage being what? Because of if less machinery is used, meaning more people will be employed, and the level of unemployment will decrease because people will be employed in place of labor in the agricultural facilities. And you can think of a disadvantage on the extensive commercial agriculture. Obviously, it can be an opposite of an intensive commercial agriculture. So, an disadvantage of an extensive commercial agriculture, it will be that if less machinery is used or it's in place of labor and more people are working, and that's where more land is used by people, and it can lead to air pollution, as people will be working in hand, and that result in the carbon footprint that is released during the production in the extensive commercial agriculture, because now people will be using fertilizers and pesticides, trying to make sure that the more surface area of land, it is well fertilized and it is well maturely and saturated, so that agricultural practice can take place. So that is where, like, we have problems such as air pollution, because people are now trying to make production rapidly, so that food security can be addressed and can be an attended matter within the country. So these two types of commercial agriculture, their aim both are to make sure that the food security is a crisis that is fought within the country. So the difference is only whereby we can see that each commercial agriculture is different from one another, whereby the other one is more based on machinery and the other one is more based on human labor. And these two differences makes even the income or the profit of the commercial agriculture to differ between the two different commercial agricultural extensive or the intensive. So we have to understand the grade 12 that these two are the different. You can differentiate them by making either an extensive commercial agriculture. You can make it rememberable by addressing it maybe as an old way of farming. So you can think of old bag or a traditional way of farming, whereby farmers used to make people work, hire people to work, and so that the production of the agricultural product can be maximized. And if you can think of the intensive commercial agriculture, you can think of the advanced way of farming, whereby now technology is in place. Now technology has made farming easier and less harming to the environment, nature, and the community or the local society. So farmers have now been given lessons, and they are now more knowledgeable about farming in terms of making production. So they now partner with technology that serves with machinery to help the farmers and make the production rapidly and less harming to the environment, nature, and the people living around. So that's the difference between the two that we have to understand. So the grade 12s, I hope you found this lesson interesting and knowledgeable, so that you can attain and go apply the knowledge you gained on today's class. There will be questions, and I will require answers from you, students, based on the current delivered lesson about the two different types of commercial agricultural practice. So see you on the next class, and prepare well for the answers that will be asked based on the two types of commercial agricultural. Thank you. See you next time.